Year 2s. So I'm back for the second session of maths this week. How did you get on with those activities yesterday, looking at the pictograms? Did you have a go at doing some of them? Well, today we're looking at them again, and we're looking at some in a different way. So I'm going to show you a pictogram that I have made, and again it's all pretend, based on sweets that children have. Now, some of you may notice some names that I've used just for fun. I will try and use different names in all my different lessons where I can. So let me show you this pictogram here. Again, I've done my title, written my title, which says sweets the children have. I've drawn my box with my columns down, and I've put the names of the children at the top. So we've got Harry, we've got Leah, we've got Freddie, and we've got Yasmin. And this time I've recorded the sweets going down. If you remember, so we call this vertically. If you remember, yesterday they were recorded going along rows, which was horizontally, but they can also be done vertically in columns. That's what these are called. So let's have a look at the number of sweets everybody has. So Harry has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've written 5 at the bottom there. Leah has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've written 6 at the bottom there. Freddie, sorry, has only got 1, 2. And Yasmin has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've written the total there. And can you see that they're all aligned underneath each other? And actually I've put them all on the next row, and that's why working on a piece of graph paper is really helpful, because it really helps you keep in a straight line. If you're doing it on a blank piece of paper, that's fine, but really try hard to keep them in line this way and in line this way, because in a minute we're going to do some counting on from there. Now at the bottom I've put that each circle stands for one sweet, and that's important because a bit later on this week you're going to be learning about how these pictures represent more than just one, because when we work with bigger numbers we can't just have all these graphs that go all the way up to there, so we have to use a different way of doing it. But for today we're still looking at ones. Okay, so from my pictogram I'm going to tell you some information. Okay, so Yasmin has 1 more sweet than Leah. So if we look at Yasmin's, she's got 7. We know that Leah's got 6, and if we count on from 6 to 7, we know that that's just 1. But also, if you have a look at how these are aligned, if I was to draw an imaginary line, they're both on 6 there. And can you see that Yasmin has got 1 extra? So she has got 1 more sweet than Leah. Freddie has got 3 fewer sweets than Harry. Now, this is a subtraction number sentence, if you like. So we're going to have a look at how many Harry's got. Harry has got 5. Freddie has got 2. So if we look at 5 and we take away 2, then we can say that Freddie has 3 fewer. And again, if you used an imaginary line going along here, that's Harry's 2 there, that's Freddie's 2, and you can see that Harry's got 3 extra, or we can say that Freddie's got 3 fewer sweets than Harry. Yasmin has the most because she's got 7. Freddie has the least because he's got 2. And there are 20 sweets altogether because I've added them all up at the bottom. You could add all these up, but as I say, when the numbers start getting bigger, it becomes a bit more tricky, and that's why it's very good to count those numbers at the bottom there. Okay. Now, the next next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to show you another picture, which I've done, and this is called Fruits in a Basket. And again, I've drawn out the columns and recorded my information. So imagine I had a big fruit basket with lots of different fruits in, and I wanted to find out about all the different types of fruit, what information I could find out. So from here, you can see I've got strawberries, orange, pear, and apple. Now, we're going to count through these together. So strawberries, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Orange, I've got 1, 2. Pear, 1, 2, 3, 4. And apple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And again, I've written that each circle represents one fruit. Now, we're going to use this information to create something else, which looks a little bit more abstract. So this is where we can see our picture information, but I can use that data to put on a different chart. You will have seen these before in class. I know we count our table points using these, and this is called a tally chart. Now, I've got the same title, Fruits in a Basket. This time, my chart is going along horizontally in rows. And again, I've got my strawberry, my orange, my pear, and my apple. And I've used the information from those pictograms to write a tally chart. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do these in just a minute. But for now, we're going to just have a count of all these lines. We record them as a line. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Cross the gate is 5, 6. Orange is 1, 2. Pear, 1, 2, 3, 4. Apple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You mustn't forget to cross that line, which makes 5. And when we're really good at counting in fives, that is going to really help us when we start getting onto bigger numbers. And that's what you're going to look at later on this week. So from that information here, okay, I've used that information to transfer that excuse me, onto a tally chart. And I'm going to show you how to do one. Sorry. So, and again, we would have done this in class where we could have gathered more data, more information from 30 children, but you could still gather some information from the people in your home or your nans and granddads that you might know of, other friends and family. So I'm sure that you'll be able to gather some data. So this time I'm doing a tally chart and it's based on our birthday month. So I've got 4 sections here. I've got January to March, April to June, July to September, and October to December. So I'm going to start putting some data on here. So I'm going to put my birthday in, which is in April. So I'm going to draw one line there. I'm going to think Mr. Wilkinson's birthday is also in April. So I'm going to draw another one there. My mum's birthday is in January. So I'm going to put a line in there. My sister's birthday is in February. So I'm going to put a line in there. The dog's birthday, that's in March, so they also need to go in this top box here. So I'm going to draw another 2 like that. Okay, now my dad's birthday is in August, so I'm going to put that in there. My granddad's birthday is in May, so that's going to go in there. My nanny's birthday is in December, so I'm going to put her in there. And I'm going to just think of, my grown-up stepchildren, their birthdays are in July, so I'm going to do 2 in there. And one other person, I'm going to choose my auntie and uncle, and their birthdays are in January and February. So I need to add another one, my 5th mark, onto this one here. So can you see what I'm going to do? I'm going to cross with a line there to make that my 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, cross the line for 5, and I've got to add my auntie in, which makes 6. Okay, so now I can put my information down, and I can say that that's 6. April to June is 3. July to September is 3. October to December, did I say July to September, October to December is 1. Now, I can now answer lots of questions just like before based on that information that I have got here. Okay. So your job at home is to have a go at trying to get some information, some data together. It can be on birthdays, or you could go back to the car activity yesterday. How many cars go past different colours in a space of 5 minutes, and you could record that as a tally chart. So just thinking of different ways that you can record things. Just want to double show you if we were doing larger numbers of how we would do the tally chart. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and you'd keep doing it like that, and then it becomes a lot easier to count because we can go 5, 10, 15 and so on. You'll need that for later on in the week. Okay, that's it from me for today. I will put another video on from the Oak Academy, which is about tally charts as well. You don't have to do that, but it just is another example if you want to carry on doing that. But I would like to think that you can go away and do things now. So you've got a pictogram to make from yesterday if you haven't done that already, and a tally chart to make. Have a go and see what you can come up with. Doing those boxes is quite tricky, but it's just having a go. All right. There is some follow-up work that some worksheets that I will put on from yesterday's lesson and today's lesson, and the rest of the week will be some other videos with some other follow-up activities. Okay, good luck with it all, year twos, and I shall see you very soon. Bye for now.